It's been a while since I last made a clip or recorded a clip, and functionally it's been because of a minor obsession that I've got with the game Pokemon GO, and also an obsession with the new plants that I've got and my new aquarium. It's been a big switch up for me. Like, I didn't think I would enjoy playing this game as much as I did. Don't get me wrong, I've played Pokemon since I was a little kid, but Pokemon GO has been awesome. I always knew it existed. I just didn't know that it was worth picking up. I just kind of thought that it just wasn't really for me, but I've actually loved it, and I've actually loved it to the point where I'm at this here. I'm not sure if you can see, but maybe I'll send a screenshot, but I'm at 57 kilometers of distance walked. It's been a very, very long time since I've made a clip, and so I thought I would make another one, but I realize now that with how much I've been enjoying playing and with how much that I want to continue to play, that I need to bring everything together: plants, Pokemon GO, walking, seeing sights, filming, all these different things together. And I wanted to start that to some degree by doing an unboxing. So I just bought this. As you can tell, my absolute obsession grows only deeper, because this is the Pokemon GO Plus, and this is like a little thing that you can carry with you in your pocket, and it helps you play the game. So I want to open it up. Yes. Okay, here it is. Let's go with whatever is in at the top here first. Okay, something. Cable. Charging cable, always good. It's always good to have a charging cable. And then we have this. I watched somebody unbox this, so this I know is the wrist strap. Yeah, there is the wrist strap. And then it comes with a little magnetic clip. But apparently everybody's saying is that the clip is terrible. And then we have the actual ball, Pokeball looking thing itself. Okay, I just took it out of its little package and it looks really cool. So I need to work out how to set it up. Maybe it'll say on the box. Okay, so it's been like 30 minutes. The charging light went from red to orange, so I think it probably will work. So once again, I'm going to go to connected devices, accessory devices, and then, oh yes, okay, here we go. So it flashed up and then it came on the screen, and if I try to pair it, press the two buttons together. Oh my god, this thing is bright. Can you see how bright this is? This is incredibly bright. Wow. Okay, I can see why people complained about that. Quick reconnect. Turn off Pikachu voices. I don't think I want it to scream Pikachu. Identify nearby. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pokemon in range. It's flashing. It didn't catch it, I don't think, because it flashed red. Okay, another Pokemon in range. And now it's flashing, and it caught it. Okay, I will say that is super bright, so I'm almost definitely going to put some tape on that. But, I mean, oh, I could put a sticker on it. Yeah. But functionally, that is awesome. I didn't even press the game, and it was able to catch Pokemon. That's great. I'm very happy with my purchase, honestly. The main thing, though, is very loud. So I'm going to need to hang it somewhere so that it doesn't buzz. But cool. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Saturday, the 7th and it is 8:06 in the morning. And today, you can see I've got this my Pokeball thing dangling from my wrist, because today is not a plant day. And in fact, today and tomorrow, and maybe even into some Monday, is not a plant day. It's a Pokemon day. Absolutely, it is. This weekend, so from today at 10 a.m. to Monday at 8 p.m. is what's been referred to as the all-out event. The all-out event is like crazy. You can just pick up anything ever that's been in the game, which is pretty crazy. There's also been some updates that I noticed as well that are just some minor ones. So where I am is on the coast, and there was kind of a bug with the game, and I didn't realize it was a bug until I saw somebody's video about it, where basically coastal towns would get like 2 Pokemon that spawn. It'd be a Helioptile and a Poochyena, and that was all they ever had. And I just thought, oh, okay, I guess, you know, I just live in a bad zone. But apparently it was never meant to be like that. So there was an update that came out pretty quickly after this very famous player's video came out about it, and now I'm getting spawns of all kinds of stuff. So even that is a bonus. But then this morning, even in the small amount of time I've played, it's just been, I don't know, the game just seems different, and I'm super excited for today. I've been packing this big bag as like, it's almost like I'm going on a camping trip that I'm packing. I've got coats, I've got, you know, like a raincoat, I've got rain trousers, I'm going to wear my proper walking boots, I've got water, I've got food, I've got batteries, battery packs, cables, 2 different headphones. I am planning to do a lot of walking today, and I want to bring the camera with me because I mean, it might be rainy, so the camera might not come out today. Like, today's weather is meant to be worse than tomorrow's weather. But we're just gonna see, and I'm gonna try to clock some real distance. I showed you guys yesterday, and I can't imagine that it's changed by much, but my current length of walking, 57.4 kilometers. I kind of, by the end of the weekend, feel that if that's not 100 kilometers, I'm gonna have not committed enough. So that's 25 kilometers a day. That sounds like a lot, but when you're playing the game, it really isn't. So I'm just gonna see how I feel and just go. If the weather turns and the weather gets bad, I'll just do it from my car. So you can just drive to different spots and park. I know a bunch of spots I can park at, and I'll just play from there. And depending on how much I drive, I may also need to charge my car. So it'll be an interesting day, I think. For me at least. Whether I can film it and make it interesting, I don't know. But one of the things that I haven't experienced but I've been reading about is that legendary Pokemon can spawn in the wild. They're really difficult to catch, but because I'm such a new player, I don't have those. So this kind of feels like one of the few times I'm going to be able to catch up. So I really want to commit a little bit. And I know that sounds crazy, but for me, I've been having such fun playing this game that it's been, and getting outside as well is key. Like, the idea that I'm going out even though the weather is bad is crazy. Okay, so as you can see, hopefully it is super foggy today. Like, the level of fog is pretty crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but there's normally like pretty large hills behind me. But I'm about, I don't know, 3 kilometers in, maybe less, maybe more. I've been walking for like an hour, and I just had the worst thing happen. I had a legendary spawn. It was Regice, and I threw. It was a great throw, I think, and he ran. So I'm mad, but I'm gonna keep going. But this is the weather. So yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so it's happened again, and I'm even more mad about it this time, I think. This time an Entei arrived. I love Entei, and it's gone I am not sure why they've made Legendaries spawn but make their catch rate so low, but they have nonetheless. I'm probably another half kilometer in. I decided to stop at this thing, and I'm going to keep going. I'm nearly at the end point where I can turn around and walk all the way back, but honestly, if Legendaries keep spawning and then they just keep running away, that's going to get really frustrating. Okay, so this is pretty much my turnaround point. It's about 3 kilometers or so, I think, maybe 3.7 from where I started. So I'm going to turn around, mostly because I think I've pretty much maxed out everything to do with this area of spawns. So from what I know and have read, because this is like a coastal area or something, it's basically kind of isolating a certain type of Pokemon that's going to spawn here. Obviously, you know, Entei and Reggie spawn here, but I want to find some others. So I'm going to go back to the car now, catch as much as I possibly can, and then I'm going to head inland to like a forested area probably, and walk across there for a little bit. Then I've got a couple of other places to hit, but I'm hoping that I'll see different stuff if I go to a forest. Yeah. Okay, I didn't show it because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it would happen, and I just got an Articuno, 28.59. It's a 0 star. Okay, well, there you go. At least I caught one. That's now 2 Legendaries I've caught. Okay, so we're about halfway round the reservoir. The last clip was this really cool thing in the middle, which I'm pretty sure is like an overflow maybe or something, in terms of some kind of processing. I don't know. It's cool though. But we have 6 eggs that are ready to hatch, and these are the 2 kilometer eggs, and so these are the ones that can have the baby Pokemon in them. So let's open them up. Okay, Cleffa, Mr. Mime, that's the regional. Mantike, I was missing that one. There it is, Munchlax, my boy. And Chingling. Okay, I might have every baby Pokemon now. I might need to go, oh, I got one more. I might need to go check that. I think I already had a Happiny. 14,000 XP as well. Okay, one of my missions is done. Okay, we actually just got an encounter with my favorite Pokemon of all time. And so I closed the app, hoping that it'll still be there by the time I got my camera out of my bag and set everything up. So let's see. Yes, he is. Yes, that's right. My favorite Pokemon is Turtwig. I'm going to catch him in an Ultra Ball for sure. This is the first time I've ever caught this. I'm actually more excited about catching Turtwig than I am some of the Legendaries, if I'm honest. This is crazy. I understand that like there's a rotation and stuff. I've been playing for hours today in grassy areas. This is the first time he's come up. This is crazy. Actually, is it the first time he's come up? Yeah. Okay, well, and we have 2 eggs. Okay, so I actually just checked as well, and I'm missing like 2 or 3 of the baby Pokemon. It's like Magby, Jigglypuff, something else. So let's hope that this is those. And a Badoo. I was missing Badoo. Okay, so this is great. And I already have that guy. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're gonna favorite the Badoo. And I'm okay, cool, great. I'm getting all these medals. That's awesome. And then here's the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna instantly swap to Turtwig, and I'm gonna try to best buddy Turtwig. I haven't best buddied anything yet. I have some good buddies and stuff. I want Turtwig to be the first best buddy. So let's just quickly. Oh God, he's so cute. Okay, good. Now he loves us. This is awesome. Cool. Okay, great. Right. Well, look, I'm barely any further. That encounter came out of nowhere. So I'm going to keep walking. I probably have another kilometer or so to go. But yeah. I got the Pokemon that I've wanted on here the whole time. So now anything else is just a bonus. What the hell is that? Oh, I nick it. Okay. It's Sunday. It's the second day of the 30th anniversary all-out Pokemon GO event. It's currently 20 past 1. I wanted to be out so much earlier, but I just had life chores to do. So I rushed to do all of my life chores. I've now driven to a local park. You can stay in this park for like 3 hours. So that would take me to like 4:20 or something. For me personally, I think if I can continue to move for 3 hours, it'll be good. I'm going to do as much catching as is humanly possible. Hopefully there's some legendary spawns. We have double or 3 times or 2 times incense duration. So it's going to be good. I'm going to do as many loops and routes as I can of this area. And then I will most likely go somewhere else and just finish off the day, even if it's town or something. As I drove through, I picked up a ton of new items. I have 587 Pokeballs, 83 Great Balls, and 93 Ultra Balls, as well as a whole bunch of berries and stuff. So is that enough? Probably not, but I'm going to run a Lucky Egg and a Star Piece. And I'm basically just going to see what I get. So yeah, I'm going to begin. Okay, so it's currently now 5:30, so I was in the park for 4 hours, which is good, and I managed to make it to 95.2 kilometers. I managed to make it to 95.2 kilometers, so I think that getting to my 100 kilometer goal is entirely possible today. It's only 5:30. So I think that it's going to take me like an hour to an hour and a half. The problem is that I'm getting really bored of walking around this park. So I'm going to go and probably drive home, and I'll just do these last few kilometers at home. But I should be able to hit my 100 kilometer goal, which is good. My bloody Go Plus thing is going off. But I've caught a ton. I'll go through all of it later. But those last few hours were really good, actually. So yeah, I'm going to drive now home. walk the last few kilometers, and then I should be good to go. And while I'm driving home, I'll use my Go++ to get a bunch more stuff. So yeah. Okay, we're done. I hit my 100-kilometer goal, and I'm super duper happy about that. So if we go into me and we look down here, 100.4 kilometers, we've hit 2,728 Pokemon caught, 1,541 Pokestops visited. Total XP, we're at 4 million. Here's the key. I think I walked 70.6 kilometers this week. I can feel it. Let me tell you that. But one just unbelievable luck towards the end there. I don't know whether Niantic or Pokemon Go or whoever was just trying to make up for what was effectively a terrible yesterday. But I caught some crazy mons. Like if I do legendary, I caught some crazy mons today. So let's just go through, let's talk about the weekend in general. I know that it does continue until tomorrow, but I'm working, so I'm not going to be able to take advantage of it. So I might do a little bit in the evening, but it also depends how I feel. So let's just go over the weekend. I caught 6 legendaries from the wild. The first one I caught was Raikou. If we appraise him, terrible stats, like just awful, but nonetheless I have him. After that we caught the Articuno. I'm sure I filmed that. So Articuno again will appraise. Terrible stats. Okay, then today things started turning around. When I was in the park today, the first legendary I caught was a Galarian Zapdos. I was so shocked to get this. Again, not amazing IVs, but I'll take it. 3127 CP. This is great. So Galarian Zapdos, right? Turn off, please. Thank you. Okay, then that was all I caught at the park. All I caught at the park was the Galarian Zapdos. So then, obviously, I come back here. I'm trying to get the last 5K for the 100K like goal. And I caught some crazy stuff, okay? First thing I caught, Groudon, okay? 3406. If we appraise, it's not that great high attack. That's pretty good. So this is probably be good for raids and stuff. Amazing. The main thing for me is getting Groudon Primal Energy now. I need to work out how to do that. Obviously, I haven't raided for Groudon before, so I imagine I'll just have to wait for that. But I'm really happy. And if I best buddy this and get a bunch of candies, I'm pretty happy. To catch a Groudon, amazing. Oh, here's also the key to these last 3 catches, is that the last 3 catches were done without Golden Razz. I don't have any. Like, I can prove to the, like, I don't have any. I ran out when I was at the park and I didn't get any more. So all of these last 3 catches are done exclusively on silver Pineapps, which honestly I just think makes it better. Legendary, here we go, Groudon, right? The last thing with the Groudon was that it was a quick catch. So instead of it going like do 3 times, it did it once and I had the Groudon. High level luck, that one. I will say that all of today I was practicing the circle lock method and I do think that it pays off, so that's good. Then even better almost, I caught a Galarian Moltres. Let me tell you, I was so shocked I nearly screamed out loud. This was crazy. I'm super unbelievably happy with this. It is a hell of a catch. It's got terrible IVs, but I'll keep this guy forever because this is my silver Pineapple Galarian Moltres. And then finally, I caught a Zamazenta. Now, let me tell you, I had, while I was walking just on that little bit there, and I think that that bit there is like a hyper spawn for legendaries. I had so many. I think in that 5k walk, I had 10 legendary spawns. I had all of the ones that you caught, 3 Zacians, 1 Ho-Oh, which I just lost, and I'm so mad about that. A Lugia, a Heatran. There were so many that I honestly lost count. So I got the Zamazenta. Would I have preferred it was the Zacian? Yes, I would have. I think Zacian is better, but I'm happy to keep it. So if I'm honest, the event was going to be mid-tier until those last 35 minutes. I really think that if the wild spawn legendaries is a great idea. Is it annoying that they keep running away? Yes. Does it give you something to like walk further for, to use your incense for, to like go further and further in the game? Yes. Do I think overall the 30th anniversary event has been good? Yes, I do. Here's the thing. I think that it's going to be sad when all of this event bonus turns off. Like when they say, oh, you know, you can no longer catch every single Pokemon. Like, you know what I mean? There's a rotation now. It's not everything available, blah, blah, blah. I think it's going to be a real big dip in the game. So I really hope that they kind of consider it a big success and say, okay, actually, we're just going to increase the number of spawns. And even if they took the legendaries, first of all, I don't think they should turn off the legendaries. Personally, I don't think they should do that. I do think they should keep the legendaries on forever. I just think they could like 10x the rarity. Do you know what I mean? Like make it so rare, but still give an option to get wild spawn legendaries, because it's been so much fun and so much more like I've had so much more commitment to the game. I really want to finish this event off by catching arguably the most important mon this whole week. Like as you can see, I still have a ton of the rewards to catch. This is pretty much all I'm going to do tomorrow is catch the reward Pokemon. I also have a bunch of rewards to claim from just the standard Go Pass for March, but I'm not going to do that. But what I want to do to end off this video of my experience with the All Out event is I want to catch the Mewtwo, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pin this. Okay, so it's time to catch the Mewtwo. I've been so scared to press this because I know it can't run, but like this is one of few, if only chances that I will get to have a Mewtwo because I'm such a new player. So I'm not like a noob to the game, but I do understand that Mewtwo is rare. So I really want it to be a good Mewtwo. Is it likely to be a good Mewtwo? I don't think so. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so let's just see. Here we go. Okay, so it's not shiny, and that's already a disappointment. Nonetheless, again, as you can see, I don't have any pineapple berries. So we're just going to throw a silver pineapple in there. Just make it easier on ourselves. And we're going to try to do the circle lock method. We have it locked. Okay, that was its attack. I just need to wait for that. There we go. That took way longer than it should have, but we now have our Mewtwo on an excellent throw, which is awesome. Okay, first of all, we're just going to star because we know we're never going to get rid of it. Let's do an appraise. I'll take that, if I'm honest. That's probably the floor for a Mewtwo, or close to a 2-star. That's a shame. So look, we now have our Mewtwo, and I think for me that it was worth it. Yes, I got the deluxe pass, so I have a bunch more spawns to catch. But even if I got the free version, that wouldn't have helped me with the legendary catches in the wild, and it wouldn't have helped me with Mewtwo there. So I think it was worth it. I think it was a good event, especially as a new player. As an experienced player, maybe not, but for me, I loved it. So there we go. That was the 30th anniversary All Out weekend video. Okay. It was good. I enjoyed it.